Good morning. Welcome to the More Factor. I'm Frederick Groth, and we're going to talk about stewardship and faithfulness this morning. Well, I enjoy and am passionate about helping and coaching people to succeed in their lives, to become successful, to reach their fullest potential by teaching life skills and success principles. So, what do I mean by stewardship and faithfulness? Well, this goes hand in hand with what we've been discussing this week about awareness and discipline. Faithfulness. Stewardship. A steward is an old term about a household manager, someone who manages something for somebody else. And faithfulness is a term that is used synonymously with discipline. Someone who is disciplined, takes care of things, keeps good accounts, someone who's faithful and doesn't neglect the small details. So how am I going to bring this all together this morning into our awareness situation here? Well, in reality, people that are aware make better stewards, better managers. We have to be aware of what is going on. So the principle I want to bring to you this morning is this. If you're faithful in the little things, if you're a good steward, a good manager in the little things, you will receive the greater things. As a matter of fact, I get this principle right from the scripture this morning. It was one of the parables that I read this morning in my personal devotions. And the principle really hit home to me. If you can be a faithful steward in the little things, you will be able to receive the big things. But if you can't even handle the little stuff, how are you going to be deemed worthy, deemed experienced enough, deemed skilled enough to take care of the big things? So for example, if you can't handle brushing your own teeth, doing your own homework, taking care of your own finances, how are you going to be able to take care of a business, financial statements for a business, multiple sources of income coming in from a business, and so on? If you can't take care of the little things, how are you going to be able to take care of the big things? This all boils down to discipline again, awareness. One of the first steps that I've learned over the past few years about how to take control of your own finances, number one, track everything. Keep every receipt, write everything down so you know exactly where every single nickel and dime is going. Do you know exactly where all your money is going? Do you know exactly what happens in your life every single day? See, we've got to learn the beauty and the benefit of being faithful. It also boils into commitment, self-awareness, self-discipline. There's so many aspects that culminate together in this one pot that we're talking about this morning of stewardship and faithfulness. See, the story goes like this. There was a steward who was accused of not taking care of his master's goods. And so the master brought him in. He said, I want an account. Tell me everything that's going on. I want to know exactly what you've been doing, what you haven't been doing, because How this plays out is going to determine on whether or not you keep your job or not. And so the steward was like, what am I going to do? I'm getting fired. So he said, I know what I'm going to do. So he went to every one of the people that owed his master money. And he went to the first one. He said, how much do you owe? He said, I owe 100 measures of wheat. He said, okay, take your bill, mark down 50. Went to the next one. How much do you owe? He said, I owe 100 measures of oil. Take your bill, mark down 80. Went to the other guy. How much do you owe? I owe him 500 talents of gold. This is old currencies. Mark it down. You owe 250. Now, this sounds odd, what he did. But when he went back and gave an account, the master said, you have been wise. You have been wise. Now, I don't fully understand all the implications here, but the point is, the man took time to right his wrongs and show his master that, you know what, I made some mistakes, but I still have some tricks up my sleeve. I still have some knowledge. We can make this work. So, as we come to a close this morning, let me ask you, how is your finances? Are you being faithful? Are you keeping track of it? Are you saving? Are you giving? Are you investing? Do you have a good budget? How's your relationships? Can you talk to your best friend about anything? Do you have any friends? Are they just social acquaintances? How's your marriage? Can you and your spouse discuss anything? Do you have emotional freedom with that person? How's your household? You got things fixed up? Jobs unfinished? House looking good? Yard cleaned up? I know this sounds minuscule and mundane, but the principle is this: if you can be faithful in just the little things, you will receive the greater reward. So I really want today to get some feedback in the comments below. What today, just think about it. Go through your mind and think about it. What today are you willing to revamp because you can be a better steward? Pick something and do it. Will it be your relationships? Will it be your marriage? Will it be your relationship with your children? Will it be your finances? Will it be your household? What are you going to do to become a more faithful, disciplined, aware steward of the things that you have received now? Show that you can be a good manager of what you have, and you will receive a greater reward. I'm Frederick Roth, and this has been another episode of The More Factor. We'll see you again for Crazy Friday tomorrow morning. You have yourself a great day, and remember, what are you going to be a good steward of?